In fact, no, I won't. We're still where we left off, and I'm looking through the mirror at my drawing and at the target, and I noticed several differences. This is my tiny mirror, that's all you need, by the way. And I noticed a bunch of things. Maybe you can see them on the camera as well, but I didn't see them before. The thing is, this one is much too small in my drawing. This one is probably out of proportion as well. I don't know exactly how. This triangle of darkness here is not exactly right. So it's more darkness and it's a bit lower than where I drew it. Then there's darkness here and there's light here in this area. And these are the kinds of things that you notice when you use a mirror on one of your drawings. And this helps you with a bunch of things. So again, I'll hit it with a cloth. Still not okay in terms of how I constructed everything, but we are definitely closer to where we want to be. So the composition is a bit better. We still see everything we had before. And now, after the second cloth thingy, we can start to work with the eraser. And working with the eraser is also a good thing, because we measure different things when we look for the lights of the objects, like here, in their proportion to each other, than when we look for the dark parts of the objects. So if I'm looking at the light of the apple and I compare it to the other light parts of the other apples, I might notice things that I wouldn't have noticed if I work with the shadow parts alone and with the dark lines in the drawing. Also, working with the eraser is a nice way of bringing out all sorts of effects that you couldn't have done otherwise. So I have my triangle of light here, and it's got a specific shape that I want to follow. I have another one here on the right side, and again it's got some sort of a shape that I'll be interested in. And by following these negative spaces, we can also get an idea of how the fruits look, just by measuring these objects that are not fruits. They still have specific dimensions, and we can measure them and use them. So I'm just using anything that's just hunting for anything that's lighter colored. Since this paper is not white, I could be using some sort of light colored drawing material, some sort of chalk, for instance. Still wondering whether I should do that. Then there's the cloth. This is very light colored, very light green. And I need to show this to give you more contrast. So we work with the eraser in a way that I haven't talked about yet, but I will talk in a different tutorial. Hopefully I'll do this also today, so that you find people can follow. 3 minutes 50. Right. So I'm gonna do my whole construction all over again, and we're trying to look at more detail this time. I know this spaces I created before. I'll start using a mirror all over again. And I can tell you, you see very different things with the mirror than you see without. Because we interpret the images we see in a non-symmetrical way. For instance, I see that this shadow part here under the fruit is I see it much stronger when I look in the mirror, so I can construct it more accurately, and by knowing where this is, I can create the rest of the basket of fruits more accurately. The rest of the fruits. Alright, I'll just keep working at it and start another video when I'm ready.